Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are good. Take care of yourself and listen to your parents. Take care of yourselves and your parents also. Okay, now we are going to continue with our preparatory movements. In last video, we have done with few preparatory movements. So today we are going to continue with those preparatory movements only. Next preparatory movements. So as we can see, preparatory movements, preposition is necessary. That means before taking up any movement, the student should stand straight with a distance of 1 or 1.5 feet between their legs. The finger of the hands should be straight together and placed by the sides of the thighs. The eyes should be looking straight ahead, fixed and parallel to the ground. The soles of the feet should be kept parallel and flat on the ground. The breathing should be kept normal in this position. This is called as preparatory movement preposition, as we have seen previously. Now we will move towards next preparatory movement. Here, as you can see, this is next type of preparatory movement. So this group contains two movements which require slow and smooth movements of the neck only. The shoulders and the body should be kept static, or muscles of the neck will not get desired stretch. No special breathing restrictions are necessary here. So as you can see in diagram number 1, bring both hands to the waist, then slowly bend the neck forward as much as possible. The chin should ideally fit into the pit below the Adam's apple. Then straighten the neck back to its original position. Then as you can see in diagram number 4, slowly bend the neck backward so that stretch is fell down the front of the neck. Again, straighten the neck back to its original position as you can see in diagram number 5. Bend the neck to the left as you can see in diagram number 6, bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. It will create a stretch on the right side. Then again straighten the neck back to its original position as you can see in diagram number 7. Bend the neck to the right as you can see in diagram number 8, bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. This will create stretch on the left side. Okay, now as you can see in diagram number 9, straighten the neck back to its original position again, and then bring both hands down and back to their initial position. You can see diagram number 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 are same. That means we are regaining its initial position. That means we brought both the hands to the waist. That is position number 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 likewise. So what we did here, we bend our neck initially to forward, then again we straighten the neck back to its original position, then we bend the neck to backward. After that we bend the neck to left side and then to right side. Okay, and after that we brought both the hands down to their down back, and we finished this preparatory movement type number 7. Now we will move towards next type of preparatory movement. Here also this preparatory movement also contains only neck movement. So as you can see in this diagram, keep both hands on the waist in diagram number, as you can see in diagram number 1. Then slowly bend the neck forward. Slowly rotate the neck to the left, bringing the left ear towards left shoulder. Then rotate the neck further to the back, left to back. Then rotate the neck to the right, bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then rotate the neck to the front. From right to, rotate your neck to the front side. Now start rotating the neck to again right, and then rotate the neck further to the back, from right to back. Then rotate the neck to the left side, back to left side. Then rotate the neck down to the front, left to down to the front. Then straighten the neck back to its original position, bring both hands down and return to its initial position. So what we are doing here, initially we brought our both hands to the waist, and what we did here, we did neck rotation. That means we bend our neck forward, forward to left, left to back, back to right, and right to front. Okay, this was half rotation. And after that we did anti-clockwise rotation, remaining half rotation. That means from front to, we brought our neck to the right side, right to back, back to left, and left to again down to the front. So this was complete rotation. After that we straightened the neck back to its original position and brought both hands to their initial position. So this was second preparatory type movement of neck. Okay. Now this is next type of preparatory movement, type number 9. As you can see in the diagram, while inhaling, raise both the arms up and stretch them above the head. As you can see in diagram number 1, that is position number 1. Then while exhaling, bend forward at the waist and try to touch the fingers to the floor. Then bring both the palms together and straighten the knees. So this is position number 2. Then while inhaling, rotate to the left, maintaining the sideways stretch. As you can see in diagram number 3, position number 3. Again, continue inhaling and further rotate to the back. As you can see, position number 4. Then while exhaling, now start rotating to the right in the same manner as you can see in diagram number 5. While continue exhaling and rotate down to the front, returning to position number 2 above. So as you can see in this diagram, position number 6 and position number 2 are same. That means when we come to position number 6, that means we are returning to position number 2. Then again, while inhaling, start rotating to the right and come to position number 5. Can you see? Position number 5. Again, continue inhaling and rotate to the back and into position number 4. While exhaling, rotate to the left and come to position number 3. As you can see, position number 9 and position number 3 are same. Then continue exhaling and rotate to the front and again come to the position number 2. Understood? Then while inhaling, straighten the body with the arms still stretched above the head, and then while exhaling, release both the arms back to the initial position. So in the whole process of movement, keep the palms of both hands together and keep the arms straight and the arms touching the ears. So this is the important note here. So now, as you can see, what we did here, while inhaling, we brought both the arms up and stretched them above the head, and while exhaling, we bent forward at the waist. Then while inhaling, we rotate to the left. Next, while continuing inhaling, further rotate to back. While exhaling, we rotated our body to the right in the same manner. While continuing exhaling, we rotate down to the front while returning to the position number 2. Then from front to start rotating to the right, from right to back and back to left, and while continuing exhaling, rotate to the front again into position number 2. While inhaling, straighten the body with the arms still stretched above the head, and while exhaling, release both the arms back to the initial position. So this was preparatory movement type number 9. Now we will move towards next type of preparatory movement. So this is preparatory movement type number 10, as you can see in diagram. While inhaling, come up onto your heels while raising your arms in front of the body at the shoulder level, as you can see in diagram number 1. Then while exhaling, slowly bend the knees and lower your body So you are sitting on the toes. Be sure to keep your balance with the help of the outstretched arms. Then again, while inhaling, slowly bring the body back up, still on your toes until you return to position number 1. And then while exhaling, bring the heels and the arms down, return to the initial position. Okay, now we will move towards next type of preparatory movement. So here also normal breathing should be maintained for these exercises. That means next type of preparatory movement. So here we can see, bend the left arm at the elbow to a 90-degree angle in front of the body from the waist. The arms and the elbows should be kept close to the body. Then hold the wrist of the left hand in the right hand lightly. Using the right hand to support the left, close the fingers of the left hand and rotate the wrist slowly from left to right in a counterclockwise direction for a full rotation. Then rotate the wrist of the left hand from right to the left in a clockwise direction for a full rotation. After that, relax the right hand, release the left hand back to the initial position, and we have to repeat the above steps for the right hand. That means bend the bend the right arm at the elbow to a 90-degree angle in front of the body from the waist. The arms and the elbows should be kept close to the body. Then hold the wrist of the right hand in the left hand lightly. Using the left hand to support the right, close the fingers of the right hand and rotate the wrist slowly from left to right in a counterclockwise direction. Then rotate the wrist of right hand from right to left in a clockwise direction for a full rotation. After that, relax the left hand, release the right hand back to the initial position. Now we will move towards next preparatory movement, type number 12. So this is preparatory movement type number 12. So as you can see in diagram, bend the left leg at the knee and raise it to a 90-degree angle. Hold the thigh of left leg with the both hands and be sure to feel stable. Now rotate the left foot at the ankle from left to right in a counterclockwise direction for a full rotation. Then rotate the same foot from right to left in a clockwise direction for a full rotation. Now release both hands and lower the left back to the ground. So here also we have to repeat the above steps for the right leg. That means bend the right leg at the knee and raise it to a 90-degree angle. Hold the thigh of right leg with both hands and be sure to feel stable. Now rotate the right foot at the ankle from left to right in a counterclockwise direction for a full rotation. Then rotate the same foot from right to left in a clockwise direction for full rotation. Release both hands and lower the right leg back to the ground. So as I explained earlier, to maximize the benefits of these exercises, it is important to do them slowly in a controlled manner. The beginners in a particular will get great benefit from these exercises. To begin with, each exercise should be repeated once and then gradually be increased to 5 or even 10 times. Normally, before commencing the study of Yogasana, these preliminary exercises should be done for a fortnight. Then, with the progress of Yogasana, these exercises should be reduced. The weak and the ill should increase the practice and repetitions of these exercises gradually over the course of time, taking into an account of individuals' factors. So this was all about preparatory movements. So we have done here with preparatory movements. Okay, now we will meet into next video of yogasana. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Thank you.